his laws, so all the heathen agreed, all right, according to his to the commandment of the king. All right, so all these heathens, they agreed to that. He said that everyone should leave their laws and follow the ways of the Greeks, the ways of Antiochus, man, which is a wicked way. All right, as you can see, the heathen had no problem with that, man. All right, back then the heathen had no problem with that. The real problematic people was not the different nations. It was really the Israelites. Okay, because we wouldn't consent to those type of things, right? Worshiping other gods and things like that. All right. We would always be we would want to be faithful to the Most High. So we would always be problematic for them, man. Okay. Yes, there was Israelites, wicked Israelites. Yes, of course that went and consented to them, of course. But there was always Israelites who did not want to even think about that, man. They weren't having it, man, because they were dealing with Yahweh Shem Yahushai. They weren't dealing with that. They were dealing with the heathen, man. They don't care what the heathen had to say, because they knew our power is greater than the heathen. Okay, that's where you get that's why Mordecai did what he did, man. Mordecai wasn't bowing down to Haman, man. Crazy, all right. But that's what got Haman pissed off, and that's why Haman tried to have him hanged. All right. All right. And everyone should leave his laws. So all the heathen agreed according to the commandment of the king. Yea, many also of the Israelites consented to his religion, and sanctified unto idols, and sacrificed unto idols, and profaned the Sabbath. For the king had sent letters by messengers unto Jerusalem and the cities of Judah, that they should follow the strange laws of the land. All right, so he forced them to follow those strange laws. Okay, the same way these Edomites forced these other nations to follow the strange laws that they have, man, about letting transgenders run free. You know, homosexuality is okay. You know, the woman should be equal or above the man. All these different things that these other nations, a lot of these other nations, do not subscribe to. Okay, especially Ishmael. He's not listening to that. Okay. But that's what Esau's trying to push. He's trying to force that. Okay? And it says, and forbid burnt offerings and sacrifice and sacrifice and drink offerings in the temple, and that they should profane the Sabbaths and festival days, and pollute the sanctuary of the sanctuary and the holy people. Set up altars and groves and chapels of idols, and sanctify swine's flesh and unclean beasts, all right, that they should also leave their children uncircumcised, and make their souls abominable with all manner of uncleanness and profanation, all right. So this is what they force them to do, man. And this is where you get the Gentiles from. This is where you get the olive branch that has to be grafted back in. Okay, they're Israelites. Okay, it's not dealing with these heathens, man. These heathens were never part of this thing, and the Most High never wanted them to be part of this thing, because what? They're heathens. Okay, He set them up to be a certain way, and guess what? He set us up to show them how to live. And obviously we ain't doing that now. So obviously the heathen ain't gonna come in. As a nation, we ain't doing that. As a nation, Israel's destroyed. All right, completely through, completely gone. But in the kingdom of heaven, that's when we're gonna be able to show them and be able to really establish what righteousness is, man. When we get that new covenant, okay? Because we're gonna show them, listen, okay, this is how you're supposed to live according to the scripture. It's gonna be already in us. All right, and that's going to be all Israel. That's not just going to be one. That's not just going to be one Israelite. It's not just going to be 144,000 either. It's going to be the whole nation of Israel that's going to be righteous. Okay. Let's get Hebrews the 8th chapter, man, to show you what the new covenant is all about, man. Okay. Because yes, we're set up to teach the nations, all right, to teach the nations righteousness, but we're gonna do that in the kingdom, man. When the whole nation knows righteousness, man. Because right now these heathens, come on, man. Look at the nation of Israel as a whole, man. All right. And either way, these heathens are not gonna consent to Israel unless we're in power. All right. So once we're in power, we have that iron scepter. That's when they're gonna have no choice but to adhere to what we say. You know what I'm saying? This is Hebrews 8. Slack here. Okay, this is Hebrews 8. I'll start at verse 6. All right. But now hath he obtained a more excellent ministry, by how much also he is the mediator of a better covenant, which was established upon better promises. This is speaking about Yahushua. Okay. For if the first covenant had been faultless, then should no place have been sought for the second. For finding fault with them, he saith, behold, the days come